Good now to you. We are pleased to be meeting with you in this fashion and are eager to discuss with you anything you so choose in order to know more of yourself. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good day.
So, you seem to know who I am, correct?
Yes, in some ways.
Is there anything you see from your connection to me that you would like to tell me?
We're seeing if there's anything that you yourself would like to tell yourself. In this now, it is that you may have faith in the directions that you are going, in the inclinations and suspicions that you have about what your next steps may be, and that you can feel comfortable in the knowing that you do have that authority, that sense of self that is present enough. In other words, the connection that you have with your higher self is present enough and aware, you are aware of it enough to be able to relax into simply being in the existence of that connection. Is there something specific that you would like to know?
Let's go with health.
Yes?
I find that my body is doing things that I'm not appreciating. Um, Heart extra thumping kind of. And I don't know why. Any thoughts?
Your body is always communicating with you that your heart has extra thumping, that this is the symptom that is being brought to you. It is in relation to the way that you do feel yourself in the world, you feel yourself in relation to others. It is an invitation, perhaps, to look at your experiencing throughout your life in these themes, in these areas, and make decisions as to what you would like to be doing in terms of relationships, or heal some of the aspects that were not pleasing to you up until this now moment. On a physical level, yes, it manifests this way and can be looked into, but you will find that there are always the emotional aspects behind it. It is also a key that you say that it is doing things you are not appreciating. This is also an invitation to have a relationship develop with your body. For even in the case of symptoms or discomfort, there can still be found the appreciation that your body is communicating with you as opposed to simply shutting itself off. This gives you the opportunity to respond to it, the opportunity to have new decisions to be made for you, whether it be to seek out the care of a medical practitioner or whether it be to make changes to your diet. Information is being transmitted to you, and that information is being transmitted in love for you, giving you the opportunity to accept and listen to that information, or to allow yourself to not heed or follow the guidance that you know within you. As you feel this symptom, outside of any fear, because we do understand that sometimes when one feels symptoms, there is the emotion of fear that comes up. But if you tune into your own inner knowing and psychic abilities of self when you have the symptom, are there any messages that come with it? Or have you, in those moments, said to your heart, what is it you are trying to tell me?
I don't seem to hear an answer when I ask that question. Perhaps I'm not listening hard enough or something.
Sometimes it is not clear yet what the answer is, but there can be information as well that one should do this or that or the other thing, or there may be a suspicion, and this is the suspicion we spoke of earlier, not only regarding to your heart, but you are one who is, and it is not a negative attribute, but we are using this word suspicion because you tend to get clues as opposed to direct information. So when you feel this heart palpitation, or when you first became aware of it, or even when you think about it in this now moment, you may have some information that is coming to you, which you are brushing off as your imagination, or you are brushing off as irrelevant. It may not even seem related. So we would say you can allow yourself to listen not harder, but more closely to any random things that come up around this topic for you. We do not necessarily in this now moment see some sort of peril, but you are being invited to investigate further.
I think a question I've had for a long time is how physical are we? Because I know, well, I've learned that we are energy that's just kind of slowed down.
Yes.
And it seems like we don't have to eat certain foods or we don't have to exercise. And I find myself fighting against the whole notion of having to exercise. It's like, I know that we don't really have to do that. So why do I feel like I need to do that? Do you understand that question?
Yes, we do. And you do not have to, you do not need to. But if you do harbor some level of confusion on this topic and some belief system that have you not yet let go of, it does mean that you would, in some ways, at least in the ways that this belief system is still playing out for you, benefit from it. But again, it is not at all necessary. You are indeed energy slowed down to a certain pace. The actions that you take on a physical level are that same energy. The food that you eat, whether it is inside your body or is outside of your body, is made of the exact same stuff as your body. It is all simply energy slowed down. Inside, outside, it is doing the same thing. And yes, it is your entire will that controls what the manifestation is. You do, however, take part in a collective that does have some very strong beliefs around these topics. You do take part in a collective that believes that food is the energy that motors you as opposed to your life force energy. You do belong to a collective that believes in aging and that cells die and do not renew themselves naturally. You do belong to a collective that expresses itself in certain ways. Unless, and there are beings who do this, you have in your theme the guidance to step outside completely of those collective belief systems, it is unlikely that you will be completely free of them. No, you do not need to exercise. But whether you exercise or not, it will not change the path that you yourself are on. In other words, if you exercise and you still have some sort of ailment, or you exercise and you still have some sort of, or you do not exercise and you still have some sort of ailment, that ailment in itself was not a result of the exercise or not exercise. It is a result of that being necessary for your next evolution on your soul journey. If you can, however, find a belief system within you that is pleasurable to you, for example, you have discovered that you really enjoy a certain type of fruit. We are using fruit as an example because it is a quite neutral and well known in your collective as being healthful aspect, and you say to yourself, like they do say in that phrase, an apple a day will keep the doctor away, and you truly believe that, and you happen to enjoy apples, then you will benefit from the health aspects of that particular formation of energy put into matter. And in that, you will be able to add yourself to the group of people who say that apples are good for you, etc., etc. So your beliefs, yes, do guide your energy, they do guide your existence, but there are many beliefs that in your lifetime, not only will you not let go of, but that you are not meant to, and it is not necessary for you to do so. So if you have lived your entire life and have had quite well health up until this now moment and have not been spending much of your energy in exercising, then we would say that it is probable that you continue to do so will be fine for you. But if you happen to accidentally come across some sort of physical movement that does feel delightful for you, well, then all the better.
Okay, that makes sense.